Hey there, Editing Feth here. If you don't want to hear this, and there's no reason that you need to, just push M and that will mute it, right? No problem. All the text is just color choices. You're not going to get triggered or anything, okay? If you do want to watch it, or rather hear it, just leave it alone and let's go. I've heard a lot of people talking about, quote, air quotes here, mindless coloring. And they're talking about how they sit on their couch and they watch TV and they just color mindlessly. But this technically isn't true because their brain is engaged. They're watching TV. So even though the coloring part might be pretty mindless, their brain is there. It's engaged in what's going on in the TV. So it's really not mindless. When you can see here that at this part, the bottom 1/3 of the picture, I'm very focused on where I'm placing my colors. I'm thinking about it. I am engaged with the picture. And there's no problems, you know? When I first started coloring, I didn't do it for the therapy. I didn't even know there was a thing called coloring therapy. I did it because I wanted to create art. And then I found out later that there's a side benefit. And it's very helpful. It helped me a lot. Well, I discovered with this picture, where there is light, there is dark. And this picture took me to a very dark place. Like I said, the bottom third of this picture wasn't a problem. It was the usual focus, dealing with stuff and color choices and having fun. My usual thing. And yeah. Alright, so once I hit the sand, the large section of sand in the upper 2/3, that's when I started noticing a problem. I was truly doing mindless coloring. I wasn't watching TV. I wasn't listening to music. I wasn't listening to the shouted conversations outside. It was just mindless. My brain basically stopped functioning. You may notice, even though this is in fast forward, there's a couple of times where my hand pauses because I'm shaking my head, trying to wake up, to snap out of it. My eyes were literally crossing and going blank, and it was just like a fog. I was not aware of anything around me, of what I was coloring. It was just a haze. I do have memory problems, which I'm not really going to go into here. That's not the subject. But what happened when I became mindlessly coloring is my brain slipped its leash. It was loose. It was not in control of what was going on in there. And like a hound, my brain went in search of things that it had forgotten. It was a good girl. It went looking for things that I had forgotten. And it followed scents and it went into the deepest caverns that I had, the tightest locked boxes, the cages that were left in darkness, all the places that I had put my really bad memories and tried to contain them and ignore them and forget about them. Well, my brain found them, and it trotted them out one at a time and dropped them at my feet, and was such a happy little girl. She had found those memories. Like a hound, she was sitting at my feet, her tongue hanging out and a big grin and big bright eyes, and she was so proud of herself. And I was horrified, because these are literally memories that I had not thought of in decades, that I didn't want to think about ever again. That's why they were locked up. And there they were, dripping dog drool at my feet. And it was so dark. I became so dark. I went into such a bad place. And, well, it was so bad, I literally felt sick. I thought I was going to start throwing up. It was awful. It was just awful. I mean, I honestly have no words to describe the pain and misery and horror from those memories. But there they were. It was as I was doing that top 1/3, 2/3, that I realized what was happening. That brainless or mindless coloring was not a good option for me. It was pulling up some very old, very bad things. So what I did is I started thinking about it, not just thinking about my coloring, but giving my brain a place to go. Good memories, things that I wanted to do, to-do lists, whatever I could think of that would give my brain something to do that wasn't going into the deeper recesses and pulling up really horrible crap. Yes, I realize locking up bad memories is not the best way of dealing with them, but that's how I've been doing it for a very long time, and I am a functioning human being without those memories, and I am not a functional human being with them. So, okay, I'll just continue doing what I'm doing, and, that's it. Let's keep going, right? Right. So, while I was doing the sand and I started directing my thoughts, I started doing a lot better. It still took me 3 days, 4 days to get over what happened. I mean, it was traumatic. That was shit I really did not need to revisit, okay? And yeah, I'm only just now being able to sleep. I wasn't going to say anything because, who wants to hear this crap, okay? Even I don't want to hear this crap. But there might be somebody out there who slips into mindless coloring and falls into this same unexpected place. So I wanted to give you a warning. If you are just coloring to occupy your hands while you're watching TV, fine, that's fine. But if you're not watching TV and you're doing something so repetitive like this, or like a mandala or something like that, put something on. Put on some music, you know, and like rock out while you're coloring, or, you know, put on the TV and have it playing in the background so you can every once in a while just slip back into reality and know what's going on around you. But I did not find it good to go into a truly mindless state. And I don't want to do that again. Not ever, ever. So, yeah. I know what to do now. If this happens again to me, I'll know what I need to do to stop it before it becomes too bad. And hopefully it'll help somebody out there who might also fall into that trap. Anyway, that's it. That's everything I have to say about that. Enjoy the rest of the video. This was, I don't know how many dots it was. It felt like 1,000,000 dots, but in reality, it was probably something around 100,000 dots. Yeah, maybe, somewhere around there. And here we are in real time on the infinite, no, wrong word. Whatever, the sand part, the 2/3 that just did me in. But you know what? I actually love this picture. I love how it came out. It looks so much nicer in real life than it does on the video. Yeah, I am really, really pleased with this picture. So, enjoy. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Yeah. Anyway, bye from Editing Beth.